Hi guys, I've been asked a few times to kind of share how I select troops when I'm fighting, um, pretty much on the field, whether it's zombies or people. I'll just show you quickly how I have it set. This is my first video, so I'm not quite sure about the mic and how I sound, so I'll make it quick and I'll just get straight to the point. I'm going to use my farm account, so the squads I'm picking are not going to be the ones I would normally use, and it's basically just to show you the settings. So when we go to our profile, go to settings, go to customize. Now this is just how I do it, so other people will be different. I'll make sure that deployment's on. I prefer double tap so I don't accidentally kind of pick it. Focus all, that's very important because we want to do everything quick and select them all. I want to have them to camp. This is quite important because if I'm fighting zombies on the field, as soon as I kill them, they'll stay there. So you have to remember that if you have it to go home, as soon as you kill a zombie, they'll get killed on the way home. Or if you go and kill a zombie and you forget that they're there, they're not going to go home. So just make sure you remember what you've got to set. I turn the vehicles off because I'm not interested, and then I'll put smart combat on. This is good only for battle fever, but if we'll skill somebody here, just I think I've actually got battle fever activated, but anyway, so we'll go back and we'll go back to the field. I've got battle fever on at the moment, so combat mode is there. If it wasn't there, I have this rubbish, it's just pain. Anyway, so all I have to do now is double click, I select march, mass deploy. I've already got these set up. In theory, you would have, I don't know how you would do it. Personally, I have my strongest kind of fighting squad, my strongest defense squad, and then currently I've got my strongest zombie killing squad on my main one, but everyone will be different. If you've got enough money, you'd have rangers, riders, artillery, depends what you're looking to do. Anyway, so we'll just send them all out. So now I have the 5 squads. I can individually send them to do stuff, but it gets a bit too hard. So because they're all in a view, because they're all in my screen view, I can just select them all. So these now fight. Now there's a million positives, but there's a few negatives. I'll use this as a kind of small example, but I've got riders, um, riders, infantry, and then 2 ranged. So if I send these out, I'll just select them all. If I send these out, I'll untick it so I don't pick them. But when I'm on the field, you can see that it's going to turn into riders, riders, infantry, ranged, ranged. Now if I'm going to fight people, I would do it in stages. So I'm kind of waiting for all my troops, I'm getting there, I'm waiting for all my troops. It's a bit of a pain, but most of the time when you're fighting, you're going to have them close by. So if I have to fight with 5 troops, you need to try and keep the speed together. So straight away that combat mode or battle fever ended, so I'll just scout whoever, just so I can get the combat mode. I'd hate that rubbish. Anyway, so I've got my 5 troops, or 5 squads, whatever way you want. This is probably the worst example because I'll end up with 2 squads. I'll click away back up here. I'll end up with 2 squads ahead of them and then the rest far behind, which means I have to start fighting with squads that I didn't really want to fight with. All I'm fighting with is the people who are the quickest, which is rubbish. So I could just send these back just to show you a quick example. So we'll make this a 10-minute video. We're nearly 5 minutes in. So anyway, go to March, mass deploy. Now, in this example, I'm just sending 5 squads out to fight. Realistic, the first kind of 3 squads you'll be fighting with. The other 2 you'll either be garrison or you'll be, I don't know, going away doing something, collecting a buff or something. So in theory, focus on your first 3 squads. Then that way it'll be a lot easier for you to control. You can have maybe rider, rider, and then a quick infantry, and then that way you don't have to worry too much about armaments and fucking all the other crap that's going on just now. Anyway, so we'll send these out again. So because they're in view, we could select all, we can go to location. One thing you have to remember, if for example you were going into a tower, I'm not in this alliance, but we can't send them all to a tower because maybe we'll have too many. We can't send them all to a field because you can only fit one at a time. We can't send them to somebody's base or whoever because you could, once again, you can only put one at a time. So you have to remember that. But what you can do is, if you had, let's just say 5 bases, so 5 friends, we're in 5 separate accounts. So let's just, in this example, don't want them too far away, they're too slow. So let's pretend that these are in 5 bases. This is okay if we're on the field, we can use select all. But you could still unselect that and just double click here. Sometimes this doesn't pick them all because all we've done is picked the squad. We've set it as double tap. So now we'll double tap and then it selects them all. So now if they're in 5 bases, I'm not a member of these bases, so I can't do them. But if we were to go to, I don't know, here for example, we'll just double tick them all and drag them to here. May not have enough time, they're that bloody slow. But I won't bother doing that, I'll just stop them. So eventually, right, when they get there, so let's pretend I'm in all these different bases. Just leave him there. So I'm hiding with 200,000 troops in all my friends' bases. So I've got one there, one there, one there, one there. I can just select them all, and then when people come, I then target. So I'm just holding the mouse at the moment. It's quite hard to see. So this is, sometimes I'll put all my troops in other bases and then maybe put a shield on because I've got loads of them. They won't know that I'm hiding in other people's bases. So as soon as they come, I could then just let go and then attack. Once I'm on the field, I then use focus all, and now I can control them all. I could still like pick one at a time or take them off or do what I want or play with them individually. But the whole point is that I'll pick focus all. Now I can target them all. You can pick your base to send to your base and be careful that because you might click something else. The other option is selecting all and you just send them all home. I can pick them all and send them all home, but we have the same kind of outcome. Have a wee look around and check the settings and see what works for you. But if you're going to be working with like 5 squads, this is by far the best option because it's so easy. Once you're set up your match, bang, 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 that's your squads all out. Remember, you can't pick them until they're out. Once they're out, you can just control them really quickly. Anyway, this is basically a test video, so let us know what you're wanting to see and we'll get it sorted. Catch you on the field.